Hey everybody, I just wanted to shoot this short video before I went to work out. Um, this one is like, I guess some additional reasons for joining Digital Altitude and leaving eventually looking forward to quitting, I guess, the job or the company I've been with for the past going on 17 years. Um, we had a new manager come in, and I think he's only been there for maybe a period of maybe 3 weeks, a little under a month, and they were doing evaluations. Now, when you get evaluations, my evaluations never really surprise me. Personally, um, I'm a hard worker. Um, I'm a thinker, and I don't really talk much when I'm kind of like on the floor. Just a person that goes in and kind of does what he needs to do, gets the job done, and go home. You know, so I've never really I've kind of like reached, my limit, at that job. And the thing was, I couldn't really, or you never really find reasons for, staying there other than what any other typical job typically provides, which is a way of you just paying your bills, you know. So I remember an instance where I was being evaluated, and he calls me in the office and he sits me down and he's going through just some observations from what he's seen. And I mean, some of the negatives are one, he says, you don't smile that much. You don't seem really talkative, when you're on the floor. Um, and some of the good things are we can put you like in any department and you just seem to adapt, pretty well. And another thing is that you seem to work well, with others. And I correct, and I seem to work well with, certain people. Like there's a gentleman um, named Moses who works with me in a department, and we pretty much, work fairly well. Um, but other than that, I mean, I don't. He had asked me how come you didn't want to move up in the company, and I told him, I mean, a while back, I tried to apply for like grocery manager in the position, and you go and it's kind of like this interview process set in like 3 stages, and they give you the first stage is they give you reasons, 3 questions, and you have to go in front of a panel and answer the 3 questions. And I remember being in front of the panel, I ended up freezing because I couldn't say anything, and I think that played a part. Um, and then there's a test that you had to take. And then in the one-on-one interview, I pretty much killed it. It was almost like he gave me the look like, how is it that you couldn't answer, I guess those 3 questions? But anyway, I didn't make it through. My wife's asking me, are you okay? And I think at that point, I kind of felt that it wasn't for me. I'm quite confident I would have made it if I continued doing it. But as I was sitting here relating this to the new grocery manager, he's telling me, well, you shouldn't quit, you shouldn't give up. In my mind, I'm saying, this is really not for me. If I wanted to do this, the type of person I am, if I really wanted to go after something, I kind of go after it, and I don't look back. But like I was telling him, I'm a grinder. Just like in this business with digital altitude. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, and I believe in being transparent, but it's the coaching is good, but there's 2 sets of people. Some people seem to have the golden touch. I mean, if you have experience, then yes, this will work for you. You can pretty much adapt, pretty fast. And then, like in other videos, what I've said is that if you have like no experience, like marketing, then with digital altitude, everything is there for you. Just in terms of analogy with HEB, everything's there for you. There are people within the company that would help you get there, but in that domain, what they're preaching is security. And if you want security, then, HEB is for you. I mean, it's a great company. But if you want your own business and you want the freedom that comes with it, then you're sacrificing, that security for like freedom. And it's not easy. I mean, I have my days of frustration because I have very little online skills. So for me, I have to be at the computer every single day. Every day I have to be at the computer, and I'm just bumbling and fumbling around. But I know that once I become successful with it, then I can help other people, do the same thing. And I think by doing probably the best way to do that is by forging relationships with people. Whether if I decide to purchase, solo ads, if I get, good results from, say, like a vendor using solo ads, then anyone that I work with through the company, that's someone I will refer, to them. So hopefully they can get, the same results. And if not, then yeah, I continue seeking out somebody until, I get those results. So that's pretty much it for today. I don't, even talking on film is a bit uncomfortable. Um, but like with anything, if you stay stagnant, then you really don't grow as a person. So that's it. Thanks for listening. You guys have a good day. Bye bye.